What's going on YouTube? It's Huncho back with another video. Today is actually going to be sort of like a maintenance day for the G20. As you can see, we're right here, just got out of AutoZone. Today I'm going to be doing my oil change. As you see, we are getting the Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W30. I usually get a full 5 quarts and then the extra one. B&W recommends 5.5. Sometimes I put just a tad bit more just to be safe. There's the oil filter housing that I do, or the oil filter. Turn that music off real quick. And as well as I did get thread locker Loctite, basically, because what we will be doing also besides the oil change is going to be the stud conversion for the wheels. So that's going to be a really good mod, you know, basically just a whole maintenance day with the G20 and a little nice little quick mod. Overall though, we are going to be heading to my boy Mikey. He's the one who works on all my cars. Shout out Mikey. So let me catch you guys once you get to the crib and stuff like that. I'll pull it into the garage and we'll get started. Well, if you're not following the Instagram, remember to follow all the medias, the socials, stuff like that. It is Huncho Spec. Shout out to everyone who watched the last video. I didn't expect us to get like 500 views under a day, or under 2 days actually, but yeah man. So just trying to put more YouTube videos and everything like that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys once we get to the crib. Also, you guys are never gonna believe I broke my front lip off the highway. I believe it was on Friday. Today's Sunday. Oh man, not gonna lie, that was like a strike in my heart. The whole paint match lip literally just got scraped. I guess because I was on a highway, and you know how like highway have like them divots. I guess I was going a little bit too fast, and the car had a big divot and big squat, so ended up just scraping. And at first I thought my tire blew, but that's when my boy texted me and was like, "Yo, your lip broke," and I was like, "Fuck." So yeah, but anyways, just made it to the crib. I'll catch you guys once we get inside and everything like that. Alrighty guys, so we parked in the garage. As you can see, I have no front lip anymore. The only thing I hate about the G20s is they look really round in the front, so it's not as aggressive without the lip. But like I said, I already ordered one, so we have one inbound. So just gonna open up the hood, start letting it cool off and stuff like that. A little bit dirty, dusty, but it's all good. And also the stud conversion that I went with is going to be from Apex, like I said in my last video. These I believe are like the 90 mil length or something like that. It's going to be really useful. I think every B&W owner should be doing this, so you won't run into strip lugs like me. I ran into like 3 so far already, which sucked, but basically just got the all black ones. Had to get them on Memorial Day weekend, so we're all about to get started. I think we're going to do the oil change first and stuff, but yeah. Alrighty, so we just removed the wheels. As you can see, these are the old ones. These are like extended legs for the Keys Motorsport spacers on the front. Gonna clean it up a little bit. I still gotta paint over all that rust and stuff like that. As you can see, the coils are under good. But overall though, we're gonna clean this up and start on the stud conversion kit. You see right here, these are the lugs or so that go over it. So I have to take out 5 of them. Out of this one, we just slip it in. We do have the Loctite as well, as I mentioned. To put it on the little thread of it, and we'll just torque it to spec. Alrighty, so after doing all that, now Mikey had this tool which basically goes inside where the stud is gonna go, and basically what it's doing is just cleaning it out, like from all the gunk and rust and stuff like that. Not sure if it will focus, but as you can see, it's just clean it out. And now we took out the Loctite and had to search up on my phone the instructions of the torque to spec. It says 24 pounds, another one 90 pounds and stuff like that, so we'll get started on that now. And it's gonna be the same thing for all 4 wheels. So here's the finished product. As you can see, the 90 mils, I like them a little better than 75, just stick out a little bit more, but looks really sleek, really easy install. It's gonna be the same process for all 4 now, and we'll get started on that, and then the oil change next. Alrighty YouTube, so we just finished up the stud conversion on the car. As you can see, coming up close to it, this is the 90 mil one, so it sticks out a little bit more compared to the 75 one. They give you 2 options, this one or the shorter one. Shorter one is obviously going to be a little bit in, but I love this one personally just because it gives me like that track look. Honestly love it. Honestly, I was looking at the camber where I realized going this slow, Obviously I have to deal with camber and stuff like that, but the tires are wearing a little bit inside. But that's just me with the rears, you know, spinning and doing donuts and stuff like that. But overall though, that's how they came out. Look really clean, super easy to install. Just obviously just make sure you have the right tools, make sure you have the Loctite. They go with blue Loctite. All you're doing is just torquing to spec first, 24 pounds, and then when you put the wheel on, then do it to 85 to 90, depending if you drive the car hard and everything. I just did this normal 85. They also recommend it after 2 days to re-torque it again. But now we're just gonna get started on doing the oil change and stuff like that. So about to pull the car in real quick, go do that, and then that'll be it for the maintenance day. Engine bay does need a little detail, but just gotta remove the cap. Obviously filter housing on the right hand side, the drain plug at the bottom. Super easy, just takes like 15 minutes. But I do my oil change every 5K, you know, just because the car's tuned. I do a lot of driving vehicles around like 100,000, 200 or some sort. I try doing it every 3 to 5K, if anything max 6, but I always do it every 5K for sure. But like I said, always be on top of your maintenance, look out for fluids and stuff like that. I was actually talking with Mikey for my trip to Gatlinburg. He's telling me be careful with some of these coolant lines. As you can see, this one's turning brown over here, so that's something to definitely replace, this one and this one. He was also telling me like some other possible issues like heat management module and stuff like that. Mine's checked out pretty good. Overall, just got to be aware of these coolant lines. You know, doing a long trip that's around like 11 hours there, you're gonna be driving around obviously mountains and stuff like that and coming back. Something you want to make sure your car is up to date with everything. So we'll be ordering those coolant lines as soon as I get those part numbers, stuff like that. Obviously do another oil change when the time comes in October. You know, we did my sparks. I was thinking about even changing the coil packs. These are OEM still, so I get them from Dynon, the blue ones. You know, even match up the engine bay, stuff like that as well. Another thing is maybe clean out the intake, of course. I'm trying to think of what other things I could do really. Like I said, I'm always doing my maintenance and stuff, so just always be on top of that. I always look for leaks and stuff. This is the coolant reservoir. Sometimes these tend to go bad, but mine looks pretty okay. It checks out. But yeah, just always be on top of your maintenance, guys. That's how you keep these foreigns lasting long and no issues and everything. But let's get started on this oil change. Alrighty, so like I mentioned before, this oil that I went with, the Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W30. Said I got the 5-quart one and then the extra quart. B&W recommends 5.5. Sometimes we put 5.5 or just a little bit more, just because they burn oil a little bit quick. I got the STP filter. Been going with this oil for around the whole lifetime of my car and had no issues with it. But I'm gonna be doing that now. We lifted it up. Just gotta drain it. Obviously remove the oil cap up front so it can relieve the pressure, and then the oil filter. But catch you guys when we're done with that part. Super easy. Alrighty guys, so once you completed the oil change, I'm going to show you guys 2 things to do. Your first thing is you're going to go to your car, you're going to go to vehicle status. Now you're going to click engine oil. Now you're going to make sure, you're going to click start measurement. Once the car is already at operating temperature, like it's heated up and everything, all ready to go. And make sure your car is on a level platform so you can read correctly. Now, after like a minute and some seconds, now it's going to go up to 100%. It should say everything's all good. Let's do that real quick and let's see. There you go. So engine level is okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to turn off the vehicle. Now you're going to double click it or triple click it. 1, 2, 3. Now the vehicle's going to enter diagnostic mode. So now you see how it says service overdue 4,500 miles. That's just for my brake sensor. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to make sure all these messages pass by. I'll see just a brake pad sensor. I actually gotta put it in. I forgot to do that real quick. Yeah, let's see. There, it's gone. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold the BC button for roughly 30 seconds. Just hold it down. A message will pop up shortly. Just hold it, keep holding it. Do not let your finger go off of it. Let's see. It'll pop up at the bottom right there. So you see rear brake pads. Now to navigate through this, you just click it once. Engine oil, reset possible. So now you're gonna hold it. Keep holding it, keep holding it, keep holding it. Next, another message is gonna pop up right now saying, are you sure? Reset. You're gonna let go of your finger, hold it again. There you go, keep holding it. Just gotta keep holding it. Reset in progress, keep holding it. Now it's gonna say reset completed. Now, once you're done, you know, you can navigate. You have vehicle check, you have brake fluid, rear brake pads. This is the only one I have to change. I'm gonna actually go do that real quick right now so I won't forget about it again. But overall, that pretty much wraps up the oil change process, and you're all good to go. Just to get out of diagnostic mode, you just click it once it's turned off the vehicle. But I'll catch you guys once we install the brake pads, and I'll give you another tour around the vehicle outside. Going on, so it's the end of the video, but this is like 2 days or 3 days after. Just wanted to come back, show you how the stud conversion came out. I did retorque them with Mikey, and as you can see, we are on stock wheels. I got rid of the super stocks just because I have some new wheels coming, and honestly I didn't want to have those as backups. I'd rather just have some OEM stocks. I used to have these originally, but I sold them like, I believe, over like a year ago. But I low-key like this look. It's a nice OEM plus look. As you can see, with the coils settled and everything like that, looks really, really nice. I do just got to get alignment on the car. I'm not a big fan of the camber on the back, so definitely gonna have that fixed up with one of my technicians on my job. But yeah, taking a look at the stud conversion. As you can see, looks really nice. So super easy. Just remember, when you do it at first, just torque the stud conversions up to 24 pounds. Then when you mount the wheels, do it up to 85 to 90 pounds. That will allow it just to, you know, be firm and tight. Then after a day or two, just retorque them. But overall, came out super, super good. Shout out Mikey, so one that always solves everything on my car. But yeah, big things coming for the car. It's just slowly but surely, but we are getting to that time of like crunch time, so we got to start doing everything pretty quickly. But wheels should be here soon. I did get a new lip already. It's over there in the gazebo. It's in the box. Just got to bring it with me tomorrow to drop it off to the shop to have it painted. I have the spoiler I'm gonna paint as well. Maybe even drop off the side skirts. Do all 3 parts to knock it out. But that'll be it with parts wise. I did install a gloss black grille. I'm sure you guys can notice, but another OEM plus mod, I would say. Last one was carbon. It was cool, but don't really have anything carbon now, so I just put it gloss black. Looks really nice, sleek, everything like that. And I'm trying to think of what else. Exhaust tips, still got to do that as well. Yeah, I'm really loving how the car is coming along, so everything will come out soon. Definitely gonna have everything installed. But that'll be the end to today's video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow all my medias. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments, or anything DM wise. You know, my Instagram's @HunchoSpec. I just reply to everyone on there. Questions about the G20s, motor, anything like that, I'm always here to help. But shout out to you guys. We're all getting good on views, pretty consistent. I believe we're close to averaging like close to 1K per video, which is pretty amazing. Pretty proud of that. More content on the way, more videos, more everything. So stay tuned for that. Turn on the post notice. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.